Ivy, show me your trick.
What one?
Do a bounder. Good job. All right. Welcome to Teal House Farm. Today, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We've been gone all morning. The big girls, this is going to sound really nerdy, but they're on a Bible quizzing team for church, and they did great. They had a quiz meet this morning. They got bronze medals, so good job. And we just got home from that, though. We had to drive quite a bit to get to the regional meet. And now, next they're going to go to, or no, maybe this one was the district meet. Now they've qualified for the regional meet. We'll go to that one in a month. We have some more studying to do to get ready for that. Then after that, if they score high enough, they qualify for the Worlds, which is in Indianapolis, which I don't know whether or not we'll go to because that's quite a ways away, but we'll think about it. But anyway, we did that all morning and we finally just got back. Yes.
Ryan, we got a silver.
You got silvers? Okay. They did pretty good. We have some things to improve on, but they did relatively good. Yeah. So anyway, my goal this afternoon, because it's already 3 o'clock, is I was going to start filling our raised beds. We're going to fill them with the frugal method, which means the first thing that's going to go in are some old limbs and yard waste. But after talking to Sam and then reading a lot of your comments on the last video, I decided before I fill them, I need to reinforce them to make sure the sides don't blow out from the weight of the soil and stuff that's eventually going to go in them. Sam had mentioned this when we were building them, and I think he was right, and I knew he was right. But at that point, I had already put away the saw because we were starting to screw them together, and I didn't want to get everything back out. And I was like, meh. Like, I've seen people's designs on YouTube, and not everybody has the support beam, so I think we'll be okay without it. But then after I posted the video and read all your comments, and a lot of you suggested the same thing, I thought, gosh, how disappointing would it be if we spent all the time building these, filling these, planting these, and then, sometime in the middle of July, a side collapse from all the pressure of all that weight in there. So basically what we're going to do on both of these raised beds is we're going to get more 2x4s, and I'm going to do 2 2x4s that'll connect this side to that side, and we'll do one that's maybe about 10 inches down, another one that's maybe 5 or 6 inches from the ground, so they'll be deep enough that they won't be in the way when I'm planting, but far enough apart that they're adding support both to like the top-ish and the bottom-ish of the raised beds, which will give which will hopefully help prevent any possible collapsingness of the raised bed.
Keep going, Goops.
What are you doing, Goops? Are you singing me a song?
No.
Hey, do you want to learn how to use this big saw?
Yes.
You need to go get your safety glasses and put some shoes on your feet.
Okay.
All right, safety first, as always.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get set up. So we need to take out some sawhorses, and we're gonna find the circular saw and the drill, and then we're gonna get old 2x4s. We're gonna try using some scraps, but they ended up being too short, so I had to go get the longer ones. But at least we tried to use what we had cut first. We're gonna measure from right there.
Can you hold it? So
Yeah.
you gotta promise you won't.
I won't let go, okay?
Until I say.
Now go across to the inside, yeah. Let's see, pull it across some more. Pull, keep pulling. There you go, keep pulling over the edge. There we go, that helps us. So we have 33 3/4. So we measure out our boards. We need them 33 3/4, and Ivy did a great job measuring. It's one of the best parts about homeschooling is not only do we learn the math on the page, but we get to practice it in real life too. And then we go over some safety, and we work on cutting these boards on the line. The saw started giving us a little bit of trouble. It just did not want to cut. Had to bring in a professional to troubleshoot a saw issue. I recommend keeping a professional in your house for times like these.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than trying to YouTube it and figure it out yourself. Now that we have it all fixed, onto board 2. A little bit of an explanation about fractions here, but Ivy finally got it figured out. and we'll draw some straight lines. I know we should be using one of those carpenter triangle things, but I didn't want to dig it out of the barn, so we're not about perfection. This is close-ish to a straight line. I just want to remind you that you're currently watching Teal House Farm, so if you're looking for perfect beauty, this is not the place it's going to happen. If you're looking for functional and cheap, got you covered. Let's go ahead and screw these boards in that are mostly the right length and are going to support our boxes, even though they may not be the most beautifully cut boards you've ever seen. Okay. I got the wrong size screws. I'll grab the right one. Okay, and then we get on to drilling. At first, I kind of started them and then let Ivy push them the rest of the way in, but once we did a couple, she really kind of knew what was going on and didn't need as much help to get the drill started. We're putting 2 screws in through each 2x4 piece that we cut, and we're just putting them in through the sides. Ivy really did a great job, and I was really impressed by how much she actually was able to do on herself. I thought it would take more strength than she had to push these screws in, but she really was able to do it mostly on her own. She just needed a little help making sure that everything was going in right where it needed to be, so kind of measuring out where the boards were. And I also I supported the boards from the inside to make sure they stayed in place while she was screwing. I rethought my design. It makes no sense to have it up off the ground, so we're just gonna lay the last one on the ground, like it's just gonna be on the bottom. And that's definitely not 10 inches, it's like 6 inches. I'm not very good at guessing, but this is what it looks like. You don't need my help at all, huh? All right.
I want a pen.
Okay, go ahead. I will not help you. Gotta push in harder. Aw, try again. You can do it. There you go. Just like that. Push in a little bit harder.
Okay. You do something.
What are you playing?
What is it? We're playing like a princess picnic. Not exactly princesses, more like rich girls. Yeah, princess picnic. We're just having a
All right.
Another biscuit, darling. What biscuit?
Okay, got it done. So double supports. One thing I'm really struggling with is trying to get them on level ground. This one looks pretty level. That is obviously not level, but the whole farm is on a side of a bluff. This is the closest to level ground that we have. So I don't know if anyone has any thoughts. I don't think you can like level the bed though to the slant on the ground because the dirt will just fall underneath. Oh, I got something in my eye. So might have to go with close-ish, level-ish. Don't know that'll make a big difference other than I know when you fill it with dirt, it'll slant a little bit, but I don't, if they're so deep, I don't know that that would make a big difference. So I think this might be just what we accept is as close to flat ground as we're gonna get. We are swiftly losing hours. Daylight hours is going to start getting dark soon because it's still late winter. So next up, we are going to start filling them, and we'll do that next time. And then I'm going to build cloth, like muslin hoop covers to help discourage early pests. We'll do that, and we're also going to add a nice arch trellis, maybe separate these apart just a little bit more.
This is the fancy new garden bed that Mom talks about for 3 hours to get it perfect.
Exactly.
The
end.
Ta-da!
More on my garden, which I talk about too much.
Oh.
We'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.
Adieu.